Have you ever been so broken, so hurt by church, so disappointed by God's silence that you stopped believing He even cares? Here's what's really happening in the spiritual realm when your faith feels dead. I'm going to show you 3 spiritual warfare strategies that work even when you can't feel God. Even when worship feels fake, and even when your prayers seem to hit the ceiling. Because here's what the enemy doesn't want you to know. When you lose faith after church hurt, the enemy's first strategy is isolation. He whispers, "You're the only one who feels this way. All believers don't struggle like you." But David wrote Psalm 13 in this exact place. "How long, O Lord? You forget me forever." It's not weak faith, it's honest faith. Here's your first warfare weapon. Pray the anger. Pray the doubt. Pray the disappointment. God can handle your honesty better than He can handle your religious performance. When you pray, "God, I don't even know if you're listening, but I'm showing up anyway," that prayer is a declaration. "Enemy, you didn't destroy me. I'm still here." In fact, pause this video right now and pray one sentence of brutal honesty. "I'll wait." Say, "God, I don't feel you, but I'm here." That's your first weapon activated. Now here's the second strategy the enemy uses. He makes you believe that losing faith disqualifies you from spiritual warfare. Look at Elijah in 1 Kings 19. He just won the greatest spiritual victory on Mount Carmel, fire from heaven. He defeated 450 prophets, and then he runs into the wilderness and prays to die. Does God shame him? No. God sends an angel with food and says, "Rest, eat. The journey is too much for you." Your second warfare weapon, survival mode, is not defeat. It's strategy. When you're too broken to worship, you need rest. You need food. You need to survive today. And surviving today is spiritual warfare, because every day you don't quit is a day the enemy loses. Now here's the third strategy, the most dangerous. The enemy offers counterfeit healing. He whispers, "Go back to church. Fake it till you make it." And you try. You go back. You raise your hands. But inside, you're dying. Because counterfeit healing is just religious performance. Here's what real healing looks like. It's one small act of obedience when you don't feel anything. Check this out. Jesus said in John 14:21, "Whoever has my commands and keeps them is the one who loves me." Notice He didn't say whoever feels my presence. He said whoever keeps my commands. Now finally, your third warfare weapon. Do the next right thing even when you feel nothing. Forgive when you don't want to. Pray when it feels pointless. Read one verse when the Bible feels dead, because obedience without emotion is the purest form of faith. It says, "God, I don't feel you, but I'm choosing you anyway," and that terrifies the enemy. Because faith built in the dark is unshakable in the light. Here's what happens when you fight with these 3 weapons. When you practice brutal honesty, the enemy's isolation strategy crumbles. Your honesty gives other broken believers permission to be real too. When you embrace survival mode as valid, shame loses its power. Gradually, you find strength returning for tomorrow's battle. When you practice small obedience without emotion, counterfeit healing loses its appeal. Because real healing doesn't need hype, it just needs consistency. These 3 weapons work together. Your brutal honesty keeps you from fake healing. Your survival mode protects you from burnout. Your small obedience builds unshakable faith. And the enemy has no defense against a believer who fights with broken faith. It's because broken faith that keeps showing up is more powerful than perfect faith that quits. Let me tell you what's happening in the spiritual realm right now. The enemy is panicking because he thought church hurt would destroy you. He thought unanswered prayers would make you quit. But you're still here, and that terrifies him. Because the faith you're building right now in the darkness, in the doubt, in the disappointment, is the kind of faith that moves mountains. Not because it's strong, but because it refuses to quit. David didn't write Psalm 23 on the mountaintop. He wrote it in the valley. And you're not learning faith in the breakthrough. You're learning it in the breaking. So here's my challenge. For the next 7 days, practice these 3 weapons. Day 1, pray one brutally honest prayer. Day 2, give yourself permission to survive. Day 3, do one small act of obedience without emotion, and watch what happens. The isolation is breaking, the shame is lifting, and your faith, your broken, honest, refusing to quit faith, is becoming unshakable. The enemy thought church hurt would destroy you, but God is using it to build you. into a warrior who can't be shaken, into a believer who knows that dead faith that keeps showing up is more powerful than perfect faith that quits. If this message resonated with you, share it with one person who's fighting this battle right now. Your honesty might be the permission they need to keep fighting. Subscribe for more strategies for fighting spiritual battles when faith feels dead. We're building a community of believers who refuse to quit. Drop a comment. Which weapon do you need most? Brutal honesty, survival mode, or small obedience? I'm praying for you. Remember, the enemy wanted to destroy you, but God is using this to make you unshakable. Keep fighting, keep showing up, keep refusing to quit. Until next time, stay rooted, stay real, and keep walking with Jesus. Thank you for watching and supporting this channel.